was born in 1504, the son of Landgrave William II, a cultured and experienced soldier. When Philip was just 5 years old, his father passed away. His mother, Duchess Anna of Mecklenburg, was a passionate, energetic, and ambitious woman. However, the relationship between mother and son was cold, exacerbated by her second marriage and Philip's conversion to the doctrines of Martin Luther. Throughout his life, no one was closer to him than she was. In 1518, Emperor Maximilian I declared Philip to be of age. He assumed governance but retained the capable counselors of his parents, who instilled in him a devotion to the welfare of the state. Philip became a self-reliant politician, always thinking in terms of the territorial state. He ruled his territory with the spirit of enlightened despotism. During his reign, Philip managed to bring order to the confused administration of the state and, through skillful alliance management, freed Hesse from its isolation in foreign affairs. In 1523, Philip, fighting alongside the powerful electors of the Palatinate and Trier, defeated the rebellious imperial knight Franz von Sickingen. This victory also crushed the remaining opposition from the Hessian nobility and undoubtedly strengthened the young Philip's self-confidence. During these years, as the first storm of the Reformation swept through Germany, Luther's teachings gained strong support in many locations in Hesse and at the court of the Landgrave. It was only in the summer of 1524, after a detailed study of the Bible, the writings of the Church Fathers, and the history of the Church, that Philip joined Luther.
The first meeting between Philip of Hesse and Martin Luther took place in 1521 at the Diet of Worms, during which Luther's personality attracted the Count, despite having previously shown little interest in the religious aspects of the meeting. Philip converted to Protestantism in 1524 after personally meeting with the theologian Philip Melanchthon. Shortly afterward, he helped end the Peasants' War by defeating Thomas Müntzer in the Battle of Frankenhausen.
Philip was deeply convinced that the religious question was also a political one. He was the first to recognize that freedom for the new faith would be secured only if Protestant sovereigns and cities united for defense. In 1526, he gained the support of Elector John of Saxony for a defensive alliance, which other northern and eastern German princes joined. From then on, he strove to unite the Protestant states into a powerful alliance that would make them invulnerable and allow them to build their state churches. However, Philip continued to favor the teachings of the reformers from southern Germany and Switzerland and consequently resolved to mediate between the Lutherans and the Zwinglians, followers of the Swiss reformer Huldrych Zwingli. In 1527, Philip secularized all the monasteries. The new organization of the state church was systematically built. To ensure a new generation of clergy and officials, the Landgrave took charge of the educational system and founded the first Protestant university in 1527 in Marburg. Despite everything, Philip managed to unite 6 princes and 10 cities in the Schmalkaldic League in 1531, which was intended to serve as a defensive alliance. Although it had serious organizational deficiencies, the League gradually became the center of Protestant politics. However, it was Philip's tragedy that he destroyed his own leadership position a few years later due to his extremely provocative marital transactions. In addition to his marriage to Duchess Christine of Saxony in 1523, he contracted a second marriage with Margaret von der Sala, a maid of honor to his sister Elizabeth. As a bigamist, he fell under the judgment of the Holy Roman Emperor, with whom he now tried to come to terms. Aged and ailing, but also wiser, the Landgrave returned to his homeland. After the victory over the emperor, the adherents of the Augsburg Confession, the official Lutheran doctrine, succeeded in gaining legal equality with Catholics in the empire, according to the Peace of Augsburg in 1555.
He continued to pursue his old plans for a Protestant union and strove on behalf of his besieged co-religionists in France and the Netherlands. However, in his later years, he cautiously remained in the background of the political stage. He devoted all his strength to the reconstruction of his state, which had been devastated by war and occupation by foreign troops. When he died in 1567, his contemporaries already referred to him as a warm-hearted and generous sovereign, the Magnanimous. And thus, Philip the Magnanimous left his indelible mark on the history of Germany and Protestantism.